Hi there. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Um, so we only have one uh, water filter unit, and there is nothing left down here. Yeah, so there's nothing left to visit than Liberty Auto. So I sure hope we will be able to get that water filtration unit up there later on. But let's see what the repair cost is like and so on in the shop shops.
We can repair our vehicle here or buy some parts.
We have paint jobs over there, workbench, a store, a place to change out the crew. Let's look at the shop. So they have some engine parts, different engines, some oh, armor might be nice. That's an extra 2 health. And no added heat, so that's good. We have efficient repulsors. A more efficient set of repulsors than your stock brand. Refined Aether lattice leads to greater efficiency. That will give you more AP. Mm-hmm. Another shotgun. Same damage as the one we have. Caltrops. An old classic with a modern hovering twist. Drop behind your vehicle to damage anyone caught behind you in a small area. So that would give us dispersed caltrops. Damages enemies' vehicles in a small area, so range short, AoE small, AP 3. Projectile damage is 2, but that might be interesting. So that's $51. And we have $82 and 56 scrap. Okay. Oh, some wall of grease. Reroll the failed grease monkey check. That's only $12. Heat-proof shielding. Flame retardant paneling that provides limited protection from fire damage. Fire resistant, take less fire damage and 30% minus 50% fire damage. I haven't seen any elemental damage yet, but fine. So how much would we earn if we started to sell things? So crate of components is worth $17. We will will not be selling small storage. Yeah, so repair kit, I don't see them selling any repair kits, so those, they might be rare, actually. Okay. So they only sell for 7. I would like to add that storage unit if we can. Empty storage slot, yes we can. Nice. And I guess we could add the caltrops over there. Yeah, I think we will save our money. Money for now. Let's just see what the repair will cost. Ah, here we go. Workbench. It's just me being old blind spare. Not finding what I'm looking for as usual. So repairing the last 2 points of health would cost us $1 and 6 scrap. So I don't know what that would translate to in terms of cost per health, since it's $1 per 2 health. But yeah, let's do that. We got some money and some scrap, but I will not be buying anything here. I want to wait a bit. So dollars needed in 1, scrap needed. Yes, this is fine. Let's repair. Let's see what our inventory looks like now with... Yeah, so we have a small compartment over here, so we have some more space to work around with, so we don't need to sell off any stuff right now. Okay, nice. So let's get out of here for now. Yeah, we only have $82, so we will not be spending any money right now. I don't see any reason to. Let's go back up and see if we can find...
Intelligence officers swarm every path out of the scrapyard, their black uniforms dotting the landscape like spots on a coal-black Dalmatian.
Ooh, things are starting to heating up.
There's so many, Gia!
There's no getting through that without staining that dress of yours. We'll have to go back to Pitt if we want out of here alive. When we pull up to the quartermaster's office, there's a troop of secret police attending Let's Go and Pitt inside. Neither one looks pleased to be sharing the same air with the other.
So, like earlier, we wanna try to keep that dude in power in this area, I think.
I suppose this is what they call the moment of truth?
You suppose right. How do you want to... She looks surprised, as though she didn't expect me to source an opinion. You want to learn how things work in the lowers, Doctor? There's the tough choice and the tougher choice. So choose.
Well, as I said, I'm not exactly well-versed in White Street military politics, and I've only gathered minimal data on the relevant parties so far. There are other considerations, too, like...
No, you're overthinking it. What does your gut tell you?
Yeah.
It tells me we should help the quartermaster, even if times are tough for Alexander and Maria. I can't see them improving if that pitman takes control here.
Yep.
She's not wrong. But she doesn't know the kind of suffering a man like Lutzko can cause, even if he means well. She's never lived a life where you can happily choose a pit, knowing at least there'll be food on your table.
Yeah, but as we said before, he strikes us as kind of tyrannical, and at least the other guy is willing to talk with and work with Aetherers. So
No
yeah.
easy way out. There never is. I open the door to the office, and the Whitecaps look up expectantly.
Ladies, you're back. I was just...
Ah, the Randazzo sisters. How very good to see you again.
Side with a quartermaster, play dumb. So that's a smooth talker option. Side with the quartermaster, but blame the scrappers is a strategic option. But no, let's not throw anyone under the bus. Side with the secret police, blame the quartermaster would be Daredevil. And side with the secret police, show proof. Yeah, show proof. Brainiac, but as before, we don't want to pick in control. So, smooth talker it is. Side with the quartermaster and play dumb. Let's roll them dice. Nice. We succeeded at 9 XP.
Sorry, fellas, but we couldn't dig up anything useful. Afraid we wasted your time. Just wanted to come by and apologize before we head out. Intelligence Officer Pitt regards us as one might the brown patch on their recently chomped apple.
I see. Well, that about wraps it up then.
Then suddenly, he's all smiles, acting for all the world as though we're just finishing a convivial tea luncheon. His tone is the only thing that's pleasant about him as he leans in.
If we meet again, Miss Randazzo, our conversation won't be nearly as pleasant as today's.
You don't have anything on me, mister. You just back off, okay?
He gestures to his goon squad and they tromp out. Lutzko wipes his brow. We bought the old soldier some breathing room, for all the good it'll do. But we're also on Pitt's blacklist. We'll have to watch our backs in this barony from now on.
But that's fine. King of the Hill. King of the Field. Mission complete. Yep. Oh, a new level reach. Level 4, so we will be doing that in a bit. So, let's have a chat with Theodore.
Once Pitt and his pal are gone, Lutzko shuffles towards me and Nellie. He's wringing his hands like a chicken's neck.
I don't know what to say. You ladies saved my skin today.
We sure did. Now, how about a little something something?
Oh, it was our pleasure, sir.
Nellie?
The kid's sincerity flatters him, and some color comes back into his cheeks. I lean into his space, interrupting his growing self-confidence. That it was, sir. And we couldn't possibly accept any generous tokens of your gratitude. Recognition flashes in his eyes. To his credit, the old mustard-stained mutt catches on quick.
No, I insist. Listen, you ever need anything, you just let your old quartermaster know. I got plenty of stuff you'd find use for.
I'm sure you do. So what's this? Crate of cigarettes? Loot. It's worth $33. I'm sure we can use this for a bribe or sell it off. Let's add it to the small compartment.
Well, like I said, busy day. Thanks again, ladies.
And thank you, sir.
White Street's scrapyard monarch scurries away with all the decorum of a chastised court jester. In a moment, it's just me and Nellie, and the wide expanse of White Street.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what he has for sale. Shall we? Oh, so repair kits are kind of expensive actually, $22. So yeah, we will be using scrap as for the main part for healing. A cigar, that's contraband. This item is illegal to behold, a very useful bribe in the White Streets. Okay. Fake White Street papers. Nobody at the checkpoint will know the difference. That might be something we get actually. Lockpicks. Reroll a failed phantom check. Okay, so phantom is lockpicking. Go loaded dice. Lucky dice to reroll a failed check. Is that one-time use? Or how does that work? A for sludge thrower? Yeah, no. $134. But anyway, that's a short range AoE, large AoE, AP3, and Aether damage 1. And what's Aether damage? We don't know yet. Oh, a concealed storage compartment. $36. That would help with checkpoints. Medium storage compartment would add storage 9. Yeah, I haven't figured out what we want to spend money on yet, so let's figure that out at a later
Take care
date.
out there.
You too. Can we get into his office? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'm sure that if we had thrown him under the bus, we would have been able to get into the office. But mission log actually says that we have enough water filters to get back. So yeah, let's do that. I will just make a quick save here if something would happen. That's fine.
I'm running with too much heat. And with a fever like this, I can't risk spreading it to Alex and Maria. We need to pull over, lie low, and let the Whitecaps move on. There's a place nearby.
Ooh, a safe house! That's so exciting! We're like spies or undercover agents. And I'm not tired, so I can take first watch if you need a nap. Though I don't have a gun. Do you have an extra?
Kid, if we need guns at a safe house, it's not doing its job, and we're in a world of hurt.
Yep. And I mentioned this before about safe houses and the heat mechanic. Yeah, so let's lay low for a bit.
You read my mind, kid. It's a grubby ground floor room in an abandoned tenement. The building's ghosts peer out at us from the woodwork. I see Nellie dodge a shattered light fixture, tiptoeing around the glass shards.
This is the place?
You were expecting the Ritz? It's quiet, kid. That's what counts.
Yep, let's go and reduce some
The
heat.
minutes bleed together as the lights outside trace an arc across the floor.
So we are at 0 heat now. Nice. Yeah, let's use... Oh, that's a low roll. Even though we have invested into gumshoe, but let's roll some dice. Nice, we succeeded. Let's see what we can find then. Gained 13
A few
XP.
minutes of idle searching reveals something wedged against the wall behind a corner table.
Ooh. Lucky dice to re-roll a failed check. So I guess these are a one-time use then. That's very, very nice. So gumshoe skill is paying off.
Is it safe now? Can we leave?
Yeah. Drink it in, kid. We won't be seeing this place again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, our safe house is a one-time use. Let's see. Well, it hasn't disappeared. So let's get back to Maria. Actually, can we level up now? Or can we only do that at the garages? No, here we go. So we have 1 talent point. So, do we want the skill Aether Iron for Smooth Talker or from Smooth Talker, or do we want Gumshoe level up there? No, I'm actually thinking Smooth Talker. Yep, let's do that. Yep, that's fine. Let's move.
The checkpoint's still abuzz with angry White Street wasps, their stingers twitching in search of some flesh.
Well, we don't have any contraband, so... And it seems we are getting into
Traffic
some
grinds
combat.
to a stop. Soldiers and intelligence.
So checkpoints. While traveling, you will encounter checkpoints. At the checkpoint, you may be searched for contraband, but I don't believe we are carrying any right now. Your heat plays a large role in how you will be treated. The higher your heat, the more likely you are to be searched. There is a chance you will be waved straight through when traveling with low heat. We are at 0 now, so...
Intelligence officers are casing each car for contraband. After a terse chit-chat with a few guards, liberally aided by Nellie's sweet smile, they wave us through.
Yeah.
Open
Nice.
the gate. This one is free to pass.
Easy peasy. Nice. Let's go.
Somehow, the place looks even rougher than it did only a few hours ago. There's a pall in the air as thick as the smog.
I sure hope you know where our car is.
Alexander and Maria catch sight of us and head over, dropping the goggles from their stained faces and treating us to some weak but earnest smiles.
You're back. Do you have what we asked for?
And over the water filters.
I'm happy to say we were able to retrieve some excellent parts for you. Here you are.
Her face falls as she sees Maria's strained look of gratitude and regret.
Thank you. Truly.
We could have gotten more water filters if we screwed your working relationships there with the quartermaster. So I hope you are happy with this outcome.
Something wrong?
No, honey, you did a wonderful job. It's just that, well, I'm sure these will keep out most of the contaminants.
Damn it.
Most? Oh.
And our deal?
We're true to our word. Poppers spotted a car matching your description by Hero's Arch, past the commercial district at the island's edge. Should still be there. I should tell you, though.
It's all right. Thank you. Next to me, the kid is wilted like a balloon with all the air let out. Her pretty little life in the Heights hasn't prepared her for this. She's had a double shot of reality, with no chaser.
Well, you didn't get exactly everything you wanted, but I still think this was the best outcome we could hope for.
Here, we want you to have this. It's not much, but you really stuck out your necks for us, and we look after our own.
No, you need it more than we do. Keep it for your family and your kid. I won't take anything from
Actually, I think you folks need it more than we do.
you. Yeah.
No. Insist.
So do I. They're proud, but not too proud to push it. Alexander bites something back, tight-lipped, but his eyes say it all. Usable scrap wasn't all we gave them today. We reminded him not all outsiders are pinstriped jackals with a pen in their hand and gold in their smile.
Yeah, we are friends. You might pay me off by showing me some useful smuggling routes. That would be really, really useful.
Take this, at least.
Thank you. Both of you.
So what did we get? We got some $111. You should really keep your money.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
As we wave goodbye, the kid leans in and I see a tiny ray of her usual sunshine poke through her cloudy mood.
Gia, that was a really swell thing to do.
Let's get moving. I want my damn car back.
Yep. Do we have anything more to talk about? Yeah, let's tell them that the guy they have a working relationship is still in charge.
Just so you know, we spotted a few vultures circling the scrapyard. Secret police types. Guess they had their eye on your quartermaster.
Figured they would catch up to him eventually. Good.
We chased him off. Only way to get what you needed. Alexander looks annoyed, but he softens at his wife's calming hand on his arm.
Lutzko may be a bastard, but we know how to deal with him. Thank you.
Exactly. Exactly my thought process.
Take care out there.
Yeah.
Take
Nothing
care out
more.
there.
Nothing more to talk about, and nothing left in this area, so let's move on. Let's see if we can find our car finally.
I'm doing well, keeping a low profile. But today it's not enough. A White Street guard flags me down and flashes his lights. I pull over and a young, self-important whitecap approaches my window. What seems to be the problem, officer?
Don't play coy, miss. I just saw you toss something out of your vehicle. Was that a cigarette butt? Contraband?
Don't be making shit up. You won't be able to swing words with me, little boy.
He hooks a thumb through the belt loop of his trousers, smug as a schoolyard bully.
You'll have to pay the fine on this here ticket, or we'll have a problem.
Attempt to bribe the officer. Pay $20. Leave the scene quickly. Let's have a read on this dude. That's gumshoe. Skill easy check at 91%, but I'm sure we will fail anyway. Let's roll them dice. I shouldn't have said anything. Damn it! We succeeded on a hard check, but we failed on a very, that's a 9% chance of failure,
I give the
dude.
guard a cursory look, but nothing stands out.
Attempt to bribe
You
the
seem
officer.
like a reasonable guy, and I'm in a charitable mood. How about I throw a donation your way?
You mean pay the fine?
I don't have anything worth trading. Cash it is, then.
Yep, and we are rolling with the outcomes of the die rolls, and so we lose $20. Damn it. Game, seriously, that was a 9% chance of failure. Okay.
Well, rules are rules, I guess, even on White Street. I reluctantly hand over the cash.
Yeah, this is hurting my pride a bit.
He counts the crisp bills with fat, greedy fingers. I feel a pang of guilt for them as they crumple in his fleshy hands.
Yep.
He smiles in satisfaction and tucks the bills into a pocket.
We take sanitation seriously here in White Street, miss. Don't let me see you littering around here again.
If I see you again, I'm going to shoot you.
Wouldn't dream of it, officer. The officer saunters back to his cruiser, pleased with the easy take. Looks like I'm a few bucks poorer, but at least I'm free to go.
Damn it. This really pissed me off. that.
My whole livelihood sits there abandoned, abused, and torched beyond recognition, kept company only by effigies to the long dead. The smell of my burnt future still lingers in the cold air.
He crashed my baby. He hurt my baby Chrome. He's going to pay.
Oh, Gia, your car! I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
No, Nelly, it isn't.
The vandal who took my car apart was more butcher than surgeon, ripping out the hidden compartments and leaving a gaping hole where Nellie's briefcase had been stored.
Yeah, figures.
Kid. She runs forward, hoping that every desperate scavenger in a 5-mile radius had somehow missed the briefcase. They hadn't.
No!
I suddenly feel like I'm outside my own body, looking down from above at this odd, tawdry sight. A scientist and a smuggler, hunched over the gutted corpse of a flashy import roadster. Ain't a comic panel been printed with a scene as strange as this.
New objective, take some time to think. Yeah, I believe we are going to need a minute.
I nudge Nellie, motioning for her to follow me towards the edge of the island, overlooking the lowers.
Oh, damn it. Let's inspect the car.
I can't bring our baby back, but maybe I can do the next best thing.
Try to salvage something from the wreckage. Grease Monkey is a 50-50 toss. Let's just roll and die. So that one we succeed. That was not an easy smooth talker or gumshoe. That's. I'm still really irritated by that. Sorry. It just irks me.
I dig through dirt and ashes and grease. The metal's gone cold and the cavity's gutted. I start to give up hope. when I find a miracle hidden behind the tank, like opening a burnt door to find a room still intact.
Oh, and we found a efficient repulsor. So that's better RAM. I take it. It's worth $40. We will need to move around some things though here. To fit that. Let's have a look at the burnout
You almost got us out of this hellhole, baby. Looks like I'm hitching the rest of the way.
And what do we have here? A crate.
Among the forgotten and decayed, I almost dismiss the rotting crate as another corpse, until a glint of light calls me. Colored glass peeks through the gaps, and not the kind you usually find in White Street.
Come on, another easy gumshoe skill check. 83%. Let's roll them dice. Nice. 10 XP.
I lift the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the bottom of the box open beneath my fingers and make a catcher's save. Safe.
Oh. Crate of booze. Worth $40. It's really huge. Heavy and considered contraband on some islands. Let's party. That's $40. Let's see here. $30 and $30. We will have a hard time fitting that anywhere. Crate of cigars is worth 33. Yeah, let me just think about this for a moment. Yeah, so I've tried and we don't have room for this. And it's $40, but it just takes up too much space for a $40 value. And we can't send it to stash either. So, oh well. Is it still
I
there?
lift the crate. Waterlogged wood and molding straw fills my lungs. While fighting for air, I feel the...
We might be able to come back for that one. Let's inspect the statue.
Crumbled remains of White Street's last purge. In the red flash burn when I shut my eyes, and the ozone stings in my nostrils, I feel history repeating itself.
Okay. Let's go to the island edge and have a think and a little talk with Nelly.
She somberly shuffles over before taking a seat next to me. Our legs dangle over the edge like a set of old, tarnished garden chimes.
I thought it'd be beautiful up close. Is that silly?
Huh?
The well. I've seen it so many times from the Institute, obviously, but I thought when I came down in person, I don't know, I guess I expected something different.
In the lowers, kid, things rarely go the way you expect. We gaze out at that hateful storm cloud, and I realize I do see a sort of severe, intense beauty in it. Like the ocean, maybe. Or what I imagine the ocean is like up close. What is it, anyway?
The well? It's a unique gravitational phenomenon. I theorize it's a byproduct of excessive industrial aether production, but the data is still unclear.
Punishment for our sins?
Last week, I would have scoffed at that. Today, I don't even know what I know anymore. Maybe it is.
Needed to sneeze there, and you didn't need to hear that. Don't wanna blow your eardrums out.
Look, you can't carry the world on your shoulders, kid. We do what we can, and when we can't anymore, well, there's always wind skipping. She turns to me, confused. I reach into a deep coat pocket and pull out a handful of flat stone shards, eyeing them for the proper shape and size. My Zio taught me, when days were bad or boring or too hot or too cold or too anything, we'd throw stones together. The trick is to time it with the updraft. Watch this.
Ah, like throwing bouncing stones on a water surface. And instead, you're throwing them into the air current. Let's observe the dreamland.
Some say that Dreamland is too big to fail, that Nation's Crusade is a new unstoppable force. But with White Street on the warpath...
Examine Kia.
Last time I did this, Needles and I were fighting again. Couldn't hurl a rock at his smug face, so the empty sky had to do. Neither of them deserved it.
Let's examine Nelly.
A soft fragrance fights past the breeze, and I realize the girl's wearing perfume. Vanilla and rose. Height smells, as foreign down here as good dentistry or hope. I feel a weird surge of pity for the poor, pampered kid, and a tiny acid kick of jealousy.
Yeah, like I said, Gia really has a soft spot. A hard-boiled egg with a soft yolk inside. Let's do some wind skipping.
The shard arcs into the air with hope, but plummets into a heavy descent. Nellie stifles a soft laugh. Small as it is, the gray skies over White Street seem grateful for that little spark of joy. The shard catches the wind and flies into the sky before disappearing into the noise of the city. Nellie's eyes brighten. Nellie takes a few stones from my hand, giving them a clinical eye. She winds back for a throw, but hesitates, glancing over at me.
No, let her figure it out.
She turns over her stone, memorizing every bump and ridge before tossing it into the draft. It isn't much of a throw, but I have to hand it to the kid. She times it perfectly, and that stone flies better than any bird.
Nice, Nelly. Nice first toss.
Well, what do you know? I do feel a bit better.
See? Nice throw, kid.
Thanks! Not that difficult, once you factor in mass times force. Accounting for the wind, of course.
You're such a brainiac.
All right, easy there. You ain't pitching for the Metromaniacs just yet. We sit in silence a little longer before the wind begs me to say something. What's so special about that briefcase of yours?
Except for the research and all the money.
Oh, I've been tracking the growth patterns of the well for some time. Recently, the etheric charge in the storm band spiked, building in both intensity and atmospheric disturbance.
Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's tease her a bit. I think that fits Jaya's personality pretty well.
English, Professor, please.
Someone hasn't been a very good pupil. Skipping your homework.
Well, see, my dog ate my chalkboard, and I'm not too good without my chalkboard.
Something recently made the well stronger. Much stronger. If I can stop that, I might be able to stop the well from consuming the lowers altogether.
You're serious, aren't you? You really think you can fix it?
Yes, But without my notes, I'll have to start again, collect some more data. I remember most of the model, but recreating some of the theorems will take time.
Well, that settles it. We're not done yet, kid. Those notes of yours, pretty sure they were taken. And I'm not going to soil my reputation by losing a client's property. We just need to fix up our clunker to find them.
Yeah, some positivity. Here, this was a wholesome moment.
Oh, you mean it, Gia? That's wonderful news. Thank you, but we need something better than clunker. She's going to help us save the lowers. She needs a real name.
She does look like a block of cheese. Or a sponge. A honeycomb, maybe? I can see her gears spinning up again, and I decide to let her run. We could both use the distraction.
So we can name the car. Choose Honeybee as the name. Choose Princess as the name, or choose Sapper as the name. Well, the thing is, the car ain't yellow, so Honeybee doesn't work. Princess is a bit, well, so let's go with Sapper. It saps enemies.
There was this minor character in Pirates. Not a great comic, but he drove a beat-up car called the Zapper. It always arrived late, but no one could stop it when it showed up.
Blind Stare approves. Hardy hard.
The Zapper. That makes us comic book heroes. Am I the sidekick? Or maybe you're my sidekick. We could just both be heroes? I like that better. You think they'll ever write books about us?
Let's sail the Zapper up in the sky.
As we stand under the gloom of the well, the world somehow manages to look just a tiny bit brighter.
I think your uncle was right earlier. The wind skipping did help. Thanks, Principessa.
You are getting quite a bit of a mouth on you, Nelly, and I think we are rubbing off on you, aren't we?
Trying out a little Italian? We'll work on it. Something easier.
As I said, Italian slang. I was correct.
But you call me that. I should be able to call you something.
I've already got a name, kid. But let me know if you think of anything.
Can't wait. Anything more to play around with here? Nope, doesn't look like it. So we almost reached that sweet 50-minute mark, so yeah, let's cut it off here on a sweet note and a bit of a cliffhanger. Thanks for watching. I am, as always, your humble host, Blind Steer. Have a nice one, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.